welcome to yet another Sketchbook and Doodles tour. This is season 3 of the series. Yes, really, I have more. Except this is newer content, not some of the older stuff, like the scrapbook. Yes, that infamous scrapbook. Nothing like that, no. Yeah, I have to say, a lot of people probably think that some of my content, like all of it, just ends up amazing, but that's not the case, as you'll see today. I have to do a lot of editing on my pictures. I've finally filled out one of my sketchbooks, and some of the pieces you might recognise, and some of them you might not. So let's get started. And just to let you know, I'm filming this in August. By the time you're watching this, it's December, so yeah, that's why the lighting is relatively decent, though it has been raining today. Doesn't feel like August at all. This is my new sketchbook. The front page kind of fell off because of how hard I've been drawing, so that wasn't great, but at least I've got all the content that I need. Now this, you probably recognise this picture, except the finished version is digitalised. This is a positivity piece of Sarada Uchiha, and I was originally going to do a digitalised version and a painted version, but unfortunately, as you can tell, things didn't exactly go to plan. And I ended up creating a hole there, which you can see on this page. So yeah, it's not great. It would have been an excellent picture otherwise. Like I said, not all my pictures make it to posting, but you can find, I'll show you the finished piece here, so you can check that out. But yeah, not everything I do actually gets posted. And these are a few pictures of Odette from the Swan Princess. 2 of them you'll recognise, and 1 of them you won't. I really wanted to draw Odette at one point, and I had several attempts trying to get her right, and this is the failed attempt. It honestly isn't too bad, but the eyes are a bit too far apart. I think I was trying to copy the style in the film, but it didn't end up looking as good as I thought it should, so I kind of gave up on that one. But yeah, this is the Chibi Odette that you've probably seen, which I made into a digitalised piece. Looks kind of good, though you can kind of see the lines where I tried to draw another eye, but failed. I just thought, I'm going to make her winking. If all else fails, I'm going to make her wink. And this is the drawing I'll use for my Far Longer Than Forever piece. You probably noticed that I changed up the eyes on the final piece. That's because I wasn't very happy with how these looked. I'm a bit of a stickler for detail, as you probably know. But yeah, I finally got them how I wanted them. I wanted them to look more anime-esque and in my own kind of style. And yeah, the finished result looks better, but this honestly isn't bad. Let's move on to the next page, shall we? And this piece you probably recognise. This is Sumiya from Boruto, and I really like this piece. She looks very cute. And this is Zeus from Gravity Falls. If you haven't seen Gravity Falls, you need to watch it. It's funny. It's got good opening music as well. You've probably seen my reel of Zeus on Instagram, which has the Gravity Falls music playing, and I'm really proud of that one. But yeah, you totally need to watch it. It's good. And this, you'll probably recognise this by the post I made on December the 1st. I've coloured this piece, so you'll be able to find the finished version somewhere. So yeah, this is basically for Suemba. It's basically a thing on Tumblr where you're given prompts and you have to follow them. As of this recording, I've only done 2 pieces so far, but by the time this is uploaded, hopefully I'll have done more. Says the girl who gets more and more ideas and forgets about other stuff, but I suppose that's kind of normal. So yeah, as you can see, that's Mokina, and that's Phi, and that's Princess Sakura, and that's Sharon, and that's Kurogane. And interesting fact, Kurogane shares a voice with Zoro, Ruenora Zoro. They both are absolute awesome badasses, who are also swordsmen. If Kurogane and Zoro met, I think they'd get on well. They're both kind of grumpy swordsmen who actually have a heart of gold. So yeah, I think they'd be good friends. But yeah, I really like this piece. This is based on the episode where they end up in this drawn world, and they're like all turned into chibis, except for Mokina. But I just decided to draw in Mokina, so yeah. I just decided to randomly draw in Mokina, so it was like all the group together. So yeah, I love this piece. And you probably recognise this piece as well. This is a fruits basket piece of Yuki, Toru, and Kyo. And they're all chibis. And I like this piece. Okay, the eye's probably not quite right there, and I probably did edit it, but yeah, I like this piece. This is based off the newer Fruits Basket series, which I want to get around to watching. I might have watched this by the time I've posted this, but I have quite a lot of series to get up to date with, like Tsubasa, One Piece. I might watch JoJo at some point. I don't know, I have a lot of series I need to get up to date with, but I get distracted by art and other stuff, so it doesn't always happen. Yeah, but no, I like this piece. And by the way, the new Fruits Basket anime is more based on the manga, and I've seen little clips of it, and it actually looks really good, so I need to watch it. It's definitely going on my watch list. I have lots of stuff listed on my anime list, but it's, I haven't finished it at all. I get drawn into old series like Pokemon and Naruto, and I'm just like, I need to go into newer series, but I just get so tempted to watch certain scenes again and again. Dear me. And this is another prompt for September of Sharon and Sakura as Hinata and Naruto, and they look absolutely adorable in my opinion. And I've also coloured this piece, which you can see there. So yeah, I like this piece. Very cute. And this is Sakura Uchiha, sending you positive vibes today. She's so cute. I love that piece. And there's some eye practice for you. And a random box. I don't know why. But yeah, I think they look good. Yeah, I think these look good. And there's some perspective practice. Something which I haven't mastered yet. So hard to get perspective right. I've been watching a lot of Bob Ross to see if I could improve on my perspective stuff, but I haven't yet. But people learn at different rates, so maybe eventually I'll pick it up. Okay. And this is Gary Oak. Yes, Gary Oak. There's a Pokemon Journeys episode where Gary makes his return. I'll put the episode name here. and I really love the episode because Ash's Infernape, my favourite of Ash's Pokemon, also makes a return. Yes, there's controversies about that because it doesn't really have that epic of a fight against Moltres, but I still love the episode. Infernape is a cinnamon roll, you cannot tell me otherwise. It's a precious baby. I digitally coloured this in Procreate. As you can see, the eyes aren't quite even, but I fixed that. It's not the best picture, the final picture, but I don't think it looks too bad, personally. And the sketch looks alright. I think my favourite part of the sketch, sadly enough, which is the Moltres feather. Yeah. No, I don't mind the whole picture. It's not bad. And this is my boy Nardo, and he looks awesome and adorable. I love him. It's just so hard to kind of... I don't think this is my best picture of Naruto, and he looks slightly cross-eyed. But I think I edited this on the final picture, so he didn't look so bad. But yeah. That's the Uzumaki symbol. And this is a picture of Dawn and all her Pokemon, including Ambipom. Come on, I had to draw Ambipom in. And I didn't notice this until I finished drawing it, but the shape behind Dawn looks like her hat, which is pretty cool. So yeah. And she's also made a return to the anime, which is awesome. I did edit this piece quite a bit, like I put a white in Baneri's eyes and stuff, and cleaned up all the uneven lines. But apart from that, it's pretty much the same. Quilava was a nightmare to get right, but I eventually got there with it. I put a white in Pachirisu's eyes as well. Just, it looks dead inside there. Togekiss was pretty hard to get right as well, as you can see by the rubbings out there. But yeah, I eventually got there with her, but I don't often draw Togekiss, so that's probably why. But yeah, I think I probably edited Dawn's eyes a little bit there as well, because it looks like you can't really see the pupil in her eye there. But yeah, overall it's not a bad picture. I like it. Ah, dear me. So, this is Crow from Ruby. I've done a digitalized version of this, and honestly the digitalized version looks so much better. I had to edit this quite a bit on my iPad. I'm not very proud of this piece. I don't know, I have posted it, but I'm still not very pleased with it. But yeah, the words here are from Crow's song, which is called Bad Luck Charm, which is to do with his semblance, his like power that he has, that is like really awful. He can like cause bad luck around him, just randomly. I mean, he has some level of control over it, but not very much. He keeps his distance from people because of it, but he like loves his family, so it's frustrating for him. Yeah. But yeah, Crow is pretty cool, but I don't think I did him justice here. Maybe in the other picture, but not here. I was going to add another picture in this section. It didn't look very straight, so I just thought I'd leave it. But yeah, not my best work, I have to say, but I tried, and that's all that matters, really. Right, and this is Kukako Shiva. For those of you who have watched the early series of Bleach, you'll remember her. I did edit this a bit on my iPad because because as you can see her face looks a bit dirty there, and I wanted it more clear. At this point, my pen decided to run out of ink, so I used this sparkly pen that I had, because I was struggling to find something, so I desperately wanted to draw something, and it kind of got smudged with the paint, but I don't think it looks too bad. I think it looks decent. Yeah, and it's the first time I've ever drawn her, actually, so for a first attempt, it ain't bad. I don't think it looks too bad anyway. That's my own opinion. And this is Kawaki. Yes, it's awful, I know. The anatomy is an absolute mess. I tried editing it, but I just thought, you know what, I don't think it's worth it. And this is Ukulele Pichu. I'm not too pleased with this, but I was playing Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs, which I've recently bought, and I just fell in love with Ukulele Pichu, and I just had to draw it. It's just a little cutie, but yes, it's awesome. But I'm not too pleased with the picture, if I'm honest. And this is Blake and Yang from Ruby. I have to say, I'm really not happy with Blake's eyes. They just look so uneven. I don't know, maybe it's just me and my nitpicky nature, but it just don't look right. I've done a digitalized version of this, which I'm still not too pleased with, but I haven't really drawn those two together before, and the first attempt, I don't think it's too bad. Yang, on the other hand, looks alright. Pretty pleased with her. But yeah. This is Tristan from Seven Deadly Sins, and I've done a digitalized version of this as well. And this looks very cute, though maybe the face isn't quite right, but I don't mind it. It looks very good, in my opinion. But yeah. I think I edited this a bit as well, because you can see I kind of messed up. I seem to be editing a lot of my traditional stuff lately. Because I get very nitpicky, as I said. But yeah, this isn't bad, actually. And you know how I said I ran out of ink with my pen when I started using the glittery pen? Yeah, these are some sketches using that pen. And this is Orahime from Bleach, and she looks very good. I think I might have edited her a little bit, but this honestly isn't bad. Bleach is making a return, if you didn't know. I mean, the anime and the manga, have already released a new chapter, and it's pretty good. Interesting. I'm not going to spoil it unless, in case you haven't read it. But yeah, let's just say that a certain character comes back that you wouldn't expect. I'll not tell you who that is. This is a pre-time skip Orahime, so as you can tell, she's got her hair clips in there. Yeah. And this is another failed picture. Yeah. Yang from Ruby sketched in pen really badly. Maybe I should have just let the hair flow a bit there instead of cutting it off a bit there. I know I was trying to show that she had layers, but yeah. And the body just looks awful. Yeah. Not good. Anyway. Haruhi Fujiyoka. Yes, you probably recognise this piece. This is Haruhi in a kimono. And she looks very cute, I think. I like it. I'm still hoping to cosplay as her at some point. But yes, she's awesome. And some eye practice in glittery pen. Let's see, what else have we got? And this is Phi. He's from Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. And he looks very cute there. his little smile. And I made him into a digitalized piece, which I absolutely love. Looks amazing, in my opinion. And these are, you probably recognise these if you're of a certain age. God, I'm telling my age now, aren't I? These are the Powerpuff Girls. Yes. I definitely tidied some of this up using my iPad, because you can see a lot of sketch lines around them. But yeah, I think they look kind of cute. Not my finest work, but they're alright. And this is supposed to be a mountain. I was watching The Joy of Painting with Bob Ross, and I was trying to draw a mountain, because he shows you how to draw mountains in it, and yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? So I just decided to leave it there. And this piece you probably recognise. This is the unfinished sketch of the Sinnoh stars. So here's the final piece, which I'm very proud of. But the sketch was alright to do, though Turtwig's bodily proportions were kind of hard to get right. So in the end I just drew them in digitally. But yeah, as you can see, there's Piplup looking adorable. And there's Chimchar, also looking adorable. And there's Turtwig, looking very, very cute. Aside from the fact he doesn't have half of his body, but we can overlook that. Yes. They also kind of look like they're dancing. If you've seen the Swan Princess 3, they do this, there's this song in it called The Right Side, and it looks like they're dancing to that. They're going, there's no fear when you're on the right side. The right side. Just kind of reminds me of that. I don't know whether it's just me, my weird brain, but yeah. Okay, we have one final page in here, and then I'm going to show you some bits of paper which I've scribbled on. Well, I say scribbled, I have actually drawn properly on them. Yeah. And yes, start at the right. Now, for those of you who've seen Bleach, you'll know who this is. It's Byakuya Kuchiki, and I think he looks really good, considering at the time I hadn't drawn Bleach characters in ages. Yeah, I think he looks good. He's the pre-time skip version. Mind you, that face may need to be a bit wider there, but aside from that, I like the picture. It looks good. And this is supposed to be me as my Pokemon Go avatar. With the Pokemon that I had as my buddy, which was Politoed. And there's its ribbon. I managed to get the best buddy status on it, so I was kind of pleased with that. And I thought I'd try and draw me with Politoed. And as you can see, I'm in a Sylveon hoodie, which you can get by saving up coins and stuff, which is a pain in the butt, but there we go. But yeah, Sylveon is my favourite evolution. I wish you could get a Sylveon hoodie in real life that's in adult size. That would be so cool. But yeah. And there are Sylveon trainers, which are very, very cool. But yeah. And that's a neck thing, which you can get in the game as well. There's Politoed that looks really awkward. But yeah. You can kind of guess why I just posted myself rather than Politoed. But yeah. I really do like Politoed, I just can't draw it properly at all. It looks really bad, no matter how many times I draw it. It's kind of like Vampire Knight characters, I just can't draw them properly. I mean, maybe someday I'll draw them better, but who knows. So this is the end of the sketchbook. Now I'm going to show you some doodles I did on paper. I say doodles, some of them are actually proper pictures that I have posted. Yes. Forgive me if the lighting is bad because it's just getting later on in the day. It's nearly 5 o'clock. It should be light. To be fair, it should be lighter because it's August, but no. British weather. It's a pain. These are the chibis of Minato, Naruto, and Kushina, and I'll zoom in so you can see them properly. Yeah. So yes, little precious Minato sending you his love. And Naruto making a peace sign with his hand. With his bandage hand, may I just say. And there's Kushina. She's just being typical Kushina. But yeah. No, I love these chibis. They look very, very cute. I haven't drawn chibis in a while as of this recording, so yeah. Okay. And as of this recording, I've posted quite a lot of One Piece stuff because I was kind of going through a rerun of watching One Piece. I've currently just finished the Whiskey Peak arc, so yeah. I mean, I know a lot of what happens later on because I have a bad habit of spoiling stuff for myself. Like I read the last few pages of Harry Potter when I shouldn't have, but I didn't understand what they were talking about, so it was kind of a waste of time. Whereas One Piece, I just got so excited to find out what it was about, so I kind of looked into it and started watching One Piece information videos and spoiled a lot for myself, including information explaining stuff as well. But still, One Piece is awesome. You know, how can you not look into stuff about One Piece? Yes, so I decided I'd draw Zoro, pre-time skip Zoro, as you can see. And hand, I thought I'd have another go at trying to draw hands, but yeah, it's a very weird hand. It's better than the other attempts I've done, but it just doesn't look right, in my opinion. Though I have to say, Zoro's expression is pretty good. It's very typical Zoro. And the reason why you can't see a third earring is because on the picture that I was using, you couldn't see it. I kind of just didn't draw it in. It's probably got its head in a position where its third one's hidden. So that's probably why. But yeah. I'll say it's not my best picture of Zoro, but it ain't bad. I hadn't drawn him for ages at that point, so yeah. And I made this into a digitalized piece, which you can see there. But yeah, I think the sketch looks alright. The final digitalized piece looks better, but I think I did a good job here. And this is Baby 5 from One Piece. It's kind of a code name, but we don't know what her real name is. But yeah, this picture was my first attempt ever drawing her, and I think she looks really good here. I did edit it a bit on the iPad, so the eyes kind of look a bit more different than how you see them there. But yeah, it's a good picture. I like it. Not my best, but it's the first attempt. What do you expect? And this is Miss All Sunday, also known as Nico Robin, who I really like as a character. But yeah, I don't often draw Robin because I'm not very good at drawing her. As much as I love Robin, I'm terrible at drawing her. But yeah, she doesn't look too bad. I mean, it was a nightmare to get her eyes even. In the digital version, it was a nightmare as well. Like, she was like looking off to the side, but like, I just couldn't get the eyes on level with each other. I mean, they look really on level with each other there, but when I was colouring it and everything, it was driving me mad. But hopefully the finished piece, people will like the finished piece. But yeah, this isn't too bad. I think I like the hat the most. No, I don't often draw hats, but the hat doesn't look too bad. But yeah, it isn't a bad picture. It's just not one of my best. Eevee, yes, an Eevee. I just randomly decided to draw Eevee on this page. Yes, interesting. Yeah. I don't think this is my best drawing of Eevee, I'll be honest. But it is kind of cute. I also have some other pen sketches that I did ages ago, and they're not very good, but I'm going to show you them anyway. Because as I said, everybody has drawings that they're not so proud of, even when they've been drawing for as long as I have. To be fair, there are people probably drawing longer than me, but I have been drawing for quite a while. I mean, I was about 15 or 16 when I started drawing, and, well, I'll let you work out my age. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just show you these. This is a pic of Nardo. I just did this entirely in pen, so that's why it looks so bad. Yeah. I mean, I tried kind of editing it on the iPad, but it still didn't look good. I think I was trying to do like a certain view of a face, and that didn't turn out good either. Anyone else struggle with side view? Because I find it really difficult. So yeah. Butterfly. Actually, that isn't bad. Yeah. Oh, this piece. Oh, it's awful. I really struggle getting the eyes even. Like I said before, it's a nightmare. And this one isn't great. But yeah. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but it doesn't look good. And there's Nardo. Not too bad. Eye practice again. More eye practice. I think I was trying to draw Sarada there, but I gave up. Nardo there. I don't know why I scribbled that out. Maybe it was the clothes. I don't know. A flower. It's a Naruto fish cake. That, I don't know what that is. Just a random scribble, I suppose. And more eye practice. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed my video. And as it's Advent now, I hope all of you guys who also celebrate Christmas are looking forward to Christmas. If not, I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you in the next video.